متابعين المصري اليوم في كل مكان. احنا معانا لقاء خاص جدا مع طفل، ومش طفل، هو بقى شاب يعني عنده 15 سنة. هو أصغر مبرمج ومصمم تطبيقات في العالم، يوما سوريانتو. يوما شاب عنده 15 سنة، ليه 4 جنسيات، اندونيسي، استرالي، صيني، وتقريبا كلمنا عن جنسية رابعة، توليفة غريبة، شخصية سبيشال جدا التقينا بيها وعرفنا ازاي هذا الطفل بدأ يعمل ويب سايتس ويعمل ابلكيشن من وهو عنده 6 سنين، ودلوقتي هو عنده 11 تطبيق موجود في السوق وبيتباع، وكمان عنده سكولرشيب مع ابل.
I started coding when I was 6 years old, and I've just always been interested and passionate about technology. So when I was 6 years old, I was really curious about how computers and devices worked, because to me they looked like magic. And at first I started learning how to make websites and web games, but I later moved on to learning how to make apps after wanting to learn something new. So I took up a new programming language, and then I made my first app, and eventually that turned into 11 apps, and here I am now. So I started making it at around 6, 7, yeah. Well, originally when I wanted to start learning how to code, I tried to look for places which can help me, so like coding schools, but they all said that I was too young to learn how to code, so that was a bit of a bummer. But eventually I just ended up going online, and I ended up being self-taught, so I just researched for some tutorials on how to code, and so I just learned by myself. My first app, I wanted to make something that was relatively simple. Yeah, it's for kids, yes. I decided to make a calculator. It's basically just a simple calculator app where you can do a few calculations, but also it has some very nice colorful designs and numbers. When you press on each number, it will actually read out what is pressed. And that's actually my voice, which I recorded, and it'll say it out loud from the app. And of course, after that, I started making more complex apps. Some were educational, but some were also for fun. So I make like a wide range of apps and games. From these apps, I've made games, and of course, augmented reality games where they basically look like they're in real life. So it uses your phone's camera, and you can move around, and it basically overlays a virtual object. It's kind of like a metaverse, because you have like virtual objects, virtual reality inside the real reality. So I actually don't really use social media too much. I don't use it 24/7. Now and then, just to check, is there anything new in like the news? This is my third time I've actually, so I attended in the first edition in 2017, and also the third edition in 2019, and then of course this year. In 2017, I was in a panel. I was a panelist talking about leadership. And in the third edition in 2019, I was also a speaker, but this time I was in another panel about artificial intelligence and the future of artificial intelligence. Well, I thought about it. I've been quite involved with Apple over the past couple of years, so maybe if I want to pursue a career with Apple, that'll be a dream for me. I mean, I'd say a lot of it comes down to experimenting. If you want to find out what your kids are into, or like what your passions are, or if you are a kid yourself and want to find your passion, just go and maybe if you like watching YouTube videos, maybe you watch YouTube videos about different topics. Because sometimes I just go into YouTube, I watch various videos, and maybe there's like something which I'm really interested in, and then I research and I find more about it. I mean, that's how I got into programming, from that curiosity. Yeah, give them the freedom to explore in that area, and if they're asking questions, see if you can find resources to help them, to assist them in discovering their passion.